welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be my everyday makeup drawer. I was doing these videos weekly, but because I put a lot of products in here, I'm gonna change it to every other week. That way I can give myself some chance to actually go through the products, form an opinion about them, and then so on. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna go over what's in the drawer currently. I'm gonna talk a little bit about each product. Some stuff is gonna come out, and then we do a shop my stash. We go through all of my collection, pick out new products for the next 2 weeks, and put them back in here. So if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. Let's start with this area over here, which is like my face powders. I do have in here the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. I found out that using a very small amount of this product is the best way to actually use it, because that way, you know, like it really sets your foundation or sets your concealer a lot better than putting too much product. When I go in with a lot of product, it starts to look not so nice. So I wouldn't recommend baking with this, but for like light setting under the eye, this guy has been great. For right now, I think I'm gonna take it out because I do want to try something else. So this is gonna come out. I would recommend it. A product that I really like for as a setting powder is this guy. This is by AOA Studio, and this is the perfect setting powder. This is in the shade Brightening. Yes, I really like this product. Mainly for like baking under the eye or even light setting under the eye. It does have a brightening effect. It is $1, so it's a really good deal. I do like it. I would definitely recommend this product, and this guy is gonna stay in here because I actually do really like it a lot. Next in here is this Too Faced powder foundation. I put this guy in here last time because I haven't been reaching for it, and I wanted to see if I actually like it or not. So one of the days this past week, I applied this guy by itself, only like by itself. I didn't put liquid foundation on. I just kept this product. I applied it with a brush, and wow, I was so impressed by it. I had previously tried it out with a sponge, and like the sponge that comes with it, I did not like it that way. But with a brush, this was really good. Okay, next in here, this was in here last time, and this is the e.l.f. Mix to Match Adjuster, and this is in the shade Yellow. I have used this guy basically to turn some foundations that are too pink on me into being a little bit warmer. I like it. It does not change the formula of the foundation, so I would recommend using something like that if you really find that your foundations are a little too pink tone. And then I just recently added this guy in here. This is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I just filmed a video full face of Wet n Wild products, like a one brand makeup tutorial video thing. I'll have it linked in the cards above or in the description box. I did use this guy. I like this product. I forgot how much I liked it. I had used a full one of these before. Let's move to this area, which is highlighters and stuff like that. The first one that I had in here is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighter, and this is in the shade Fire. This is the highlighter that Kathleen Pop collabed with ColourPop on for the Zodiac collection. It was really nice. The problem that I had with it was having a hard time like applying it with a brush. So what I did the last time I used it, I just went in with my finger, just kind of like how I did, and I dabbed it on the tops of my cheeks. It looked really beautiful. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna put different highlighters in. The next highlighter in here is this guy, and this is by Laura Geller. This is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator, and the shade is Ballerina. This guy reminds me a lot of Opal by Becca. Shade-wise, this is what it looks like right here. I'm gonna take it out, although I really like it. A lot of the stuff I like, but I want to take out just to rotate through my collection. Next in here is by MAC, and this is the Mineralized Skin Finish in Global Glow. It is a bronzy shade. This is what it looks like. It is baked. I use this on top of a bronzer that is matte. So if I want to get a little bit more glow to my skin, I use this guy. So I top my matte bronzers with it. This is what it looks like over here. So it has a nice glow to it. Next in here is by Makeup Revolution, or I guess Revolution Makeup, and this is the Vivid Baked Highlighter. This is in the shade Radiant Lights. This is what it looks like. Let's see, what do I think about this? It is a good highlighter, it's just not the best highlighter. Let me swatch it over here so you see what it looks like. So there it is right here. It is a little bit of that like icy pinky tone. It would be really good for someone with a light skin tone. This would look really pretty on. It is a little bit powdery, so it's not like glowy, kind of like these glowy highlighters, but it is good. I think this is about $6. Makeup Revolution, you can get it sometimes buy one get one half off, so it would be a really good deal, an affordable product. It's not my absolute favorite, but I'm not gonna declutter it because I do reach for it occasionally and I do like it occasionally. And then the next product that is in the highlighter section is this guy by Bare Minerals. This is the Invisible Glow Powder Highlighter in the shade is medium. I use this guy more of a like a finishing powder all over the face because as a highlighter itself is not glowy enough. Like when you apply it to the skin, see, it's not very glowy. It just gives a little bit of highlighting. Really pretty as a finishing powder. Just go in very lightly, dust it all over the face. Gives the face a little bit of luminosity. If you're using like a very matte foundation or something like this product would be really nice like that, but I would not recommend it as a highlighter. It doesn't have that wet glossy look. It's just very subtle. All right, the next thing in here is my blushes, so let's go through these. The first one that I had is by Ulta Beauty, and this is the Mineral Blush, and the shade that I had is Iris. I used this guy more of a blush topper. I did not use it as a blush by itself because it is a little bit glowy. It is a peachy golden blush. This is what it looks like on my skin tone. If you have a really like medium or deep skin tone, this would be a beautiful highlighter. For me, I use it as a blush topper. Next in here is by Laura Geller, and this is the Baked Blush and Brighten, and this is in the shade Honeysuckle. It is a little bit more neutral tone than this guy. Also, it can be used as a blush topper. As you can see, I did use it on top of a blush that was too berry tone on me, so I muted it a little bit with this guy, and I like to use it that way. Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. This blush, it's very pretty. It is berry, so it has that gradient in it, like the neutral tones, the pinks and all that. I find that it is a little bit nicer formula than the Honeysuckle. I don't know why. I don't know if that one is because it's a mini. So this is a little bit nicer formula. This is a full size. The Honeysuckle was a little guy. And this is what it looks like on my skin tone. So it is a glowy pink color. It is very pretty. I think for now though, I am gonna take it out. Next in here is by Too Faced, and those are the Sweetheart blushes. 16-hour blush. I think these are the Sweetheart. It's the Love Flush I Will Always Love You shade. This is a peachy tone blush. It does have a little bit of glow. Let's go ahead and swatch this guy as well. I'm gonna put it right over here. I really like this guy, but again, I'm gonna take it out. I might be taking a lot of stuff out this week. And the last blush that I had in here, like a single blush, is this guy by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is Cheek to Chic in Pillow Talk. Let's see. So this is what it looks like. So when I swirl all of them together, this is what I end up with. Like pretty much not a whole lot of color. I think this product, this specific shade, would be really nice for someone who is light tone, lighter tone than me. This is what it looks like right there. I am gonna take this guy out. I wanna put, I guess while we're still talking about blushes, let's go ahead and talk about this blush trio. This is by Real Her, Be Fearless, Be Limitless Blush Kit, and there are 3 baked blushes in here. I thought this would be the best one, the one that I would reach for the most, but I actually reached for this guy the most. The first one is Fearless, this is Limitless, and this is Unstoppable. I did not use Unstoppable at all, but I did use Limitless. I did not use Fearless. So here's the problem that I have with them. They are so meh. Can you see that? They're just kind of like, they have no color payoff. You know, like nothing special about them, but I'm gonna put it away for now. I might bring it in one more time to my weekly makeup drawer, to my everyday drawer, just to give it a fair shot, but for now I'm gonna take it out. So I went ahead and cleaned my hands so we can do some lip swatches. The first one in here is Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied Matte Long Wear Lipstick, and this is in the shade Candy Cane. This is what that looks like. I really like this color. The next thing in here is Fenty Beauty, the Gloss Bomb. I did use it. I did really like it, and I am gonna take it out. That's what it looks like. Next in here is by Bare Minerals, and this is their Gen Nude lipsticks, and this is in the color Strip. This is just a nude lipstick, as it does have a little bit of a pinky tone to it, like pink undertone. It is very comfortable on the lips. I like that guy. I am gonna take it out as well. Hank and Henry Lip Aesthetic, the matte liquid lipstick in Petal Pusher. I used this guy not that long ago, and I already feel like it's starting to dry out, which is weird because it's really not that old. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty. I'm gonna keep it in my collection. When I used this guy, I topped it with this, and this wasn't in my drawer last time I filmed this video. I went ahead and shopped my stash for it because I did a kind of like a purpley eye look, and this lip color was not going so well with it, so I grabbed this guy. This is by Cover FX. This is the Shimmer Veil. So you can use this as an eye topper, a lip topper, a cheek topper. Yeah, I topped this lipstick, the Hank and Henry lipstick, with it. I really enjoyed the way that it looked. It looked so pretty. So I was pretty happy with that combination. But for now, I am gonna take this guy out. Next in here is Smashbox Vlada collection, and this is the Always On Petal Metal liquid lipstick, and the shade is in Bloom. I also used this guy and I enjoyed it as well. This is what it looks like. This one right here. I really like it. I like that it's metallic, but it's not like Tin Man lips. This is by Rimmel London. This is the Moisture Renew lipstick, and the shade is As You Want Victoria. This is another like berry, reminds me a lot of that Too Faced, like, so I'm gonna put it right next to it, that Too Faced Melted Matte lipstick. This guy is a little bit more sheen. It's not like matte. It is very pretty. It's comfortable, a lot more comfortable than the Too Faced product. I did use it, so I am gonna take it out. I like this product. None of these lip products are getting decluttered because I really like them. The only one I had in here which I didn't use is this Tarte Tartiste lip paint, and this is in the shade Bae, B-A-E. I didn't use it just because I didn't do any looks that kind of went with a red lipstick with a blue undertone. It does dry matte. These are not the most comfortable, like the Tarte ones are not the most comfortable. So I am gonna go ahead and keep this red lipstick in here. Let's go ahead and talk about these, or what's in this little spot over here. I do have my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. That's gonna stay. I do have a little illuminating primer thing. This is the Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat prism highlighter thing. I really like this product. I don't know why I haven't used it yet. I need to go ahead and use it. I like it. I should use it before it goes and dries on me. So one thing that I am going to take out, and I think I am going to declutter, this is the Lancome Tint Idol, and the shades, I can't remember what shades I mixed in here. It kind of looked a little too cakey on me, so I don't know. My husband commented that he did not like my foundation that day, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this foundation, Franken foundation. Next in here is Strobe Cream in Gold by MAC. I like this guy. I use it all over my face as a primer, so I am gonna keep it in here. And then the last product is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Nocturnal Cat Eyes to Hypnotize, and the shade is the Huntress. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a golden bronzy eyeshadow. It looks so beautiful. I haven't been reaching for it, so I am going to take it out. Let's go ahead and talk about what's in this little spot right here. The first thing I have in here is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I haven't really reached for this guy. I'm gonna keep it in here. I was working on finishing one of the concealers that I had open, so I'm gonna keep this guy in here because I really did not reach for it. The next thing in here is the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, Lash Primer. I like this guy. I use it pretty much every time I apply mascara. I apply a coat of this and then go in with the mascara. It does volumize a little, so I really like that. The Telescopic, and this is also by L'Oreal, Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. This guy has that little skinny wand, so it's really good for the lower lash line. I use it for that, and I also use it to tight line. So I like this guy, and I still have some product in here. It hasn't dried out or anything like that, so it's also gonna stay. Most of these are going to stay. The only thing that's gonna come out is this. This is by Billion Dollar Brows, and this is the Mini Universal Brow Pencil. This is too much for my brows. It is like a thicker brow pencil. It's not a fine brow pencil. It's not like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. So it is thicker. It's good if you have a lot of brows to fill in, like a lot of spare spot to fill in. But if you just want to draw your brows or like fill in very little amount, it's not very good for that. So I am gonna take it out. I'm not gonna declutter it. It's just gonna come out. Next in here is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I like this guy. I am gonna try and finish it. I don't think I have a lot of product left, so I'm gonna try to finish it. So it is also gonna stay in here, and these products are also gonna stay in here as well. I have an Ulta Beauty brow tint in the shade is medium. I have my glitter primer. This stays in here. It's by e.l.f. I like this guy a lot. I would highly recommend it. And I also have the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. I actually did reach for this quite a bit this past 2 weeks because I've been really bad about applying my eye creams. So this has been really helping. Been getting a lot of, like, the lines under my eyes have been very prominent, and that guy really helped with it. Okay, in this little area over here, I do have the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. Not my favorite, but I don't want to throw it out. I'm starting to like it, maybe because the formula is drying up a little, so I'm enjoying it. Okay, let's talk about this guy. This is Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This guy sucks the life out of your skin. If you are super duper oily, I highly recommend this product. It is super mattifying. I used it once or twice. I do get oily, but I'm not like overly oily, and this was a little bit too much for me. I am gonna take it out, especially now the weather is getting cooler. I'm not getting as oily, so I am gonna take it out, put something else in here. I'm not going to declutter it because I think that would be perfect for like hot weather. LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I love this guy. It reminds me a lot of the ABH Brow Wiz. It's very skinny. I really like it to define my brows, fill in very little spare spots, and then the spoolie on here is really damn good. So this is the Revetre by Starlux eyeliner. One side is a star, and that's the side that I really like, but I'm not gonna do a star when I go to work. And the other side is kind of like the fat tip, felt tip eyeliner, so you can draw a really thick line with it. It's not my absolute favorite. I am gonna take it out. I really don't reach for a liquid eyeliner anyways, so I don't want to keep it in here. I'm just gonna take it out. Okay, for what's in the back, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab those stuff in. I do have the Healthy Foundation by Physicians Formula. Oh my god, you guys, I absolutely loved this foundation. It looked so beautiful on the skin. It was very natural. It wasn't very thick. It looked absolutely beautiful. A little bit of luminosity to the skin, like the skin looked healthy. It did not look dry. It didn't look super like moist or dewy. I really liked it. And the best way that I found to use this product is with a brush, not with a beauty blender or a sponge. And the brush that I use with it is this guy. This is by Real Techniques, and this is called the Buffing Brush. It looked so beautiful when I used it with this brush. This brush is dirty because I used it with it. It looked really beautiful like that. I am gonna take it out because I do have a lot of foundations, and I wanna bring another foundation in. Let's talk about the bronzers that were in here. The first one is by Too Faced, and this is the Soulmates Ross and Rachel bronzer. I really like this bronzer for contouring. The blush I really haven't used, but I really like this bronzer for contouring. It looks so pretty on my skin tone, but there's what it looks like. It's really very subtle contouring effect to it. I like it, but I'm gonna take it out. I'm taking a lot out. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is Dolce de Leche. I kind of looked cakey when I used this light side to set under my eyes, so I did not really like it so much those past 2 weeks. I go through phases. Sometimes I really like this product. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I use too much and I get super cakey. It is very finely milled. It's super soft, but you can pick up too much of this product, and that's what happened. I picked up too much and I looked like a hot mess. I'm gonna take it out for now, and I'm gonna put something else in. I do have my tweezers. These are going to stay. And then now let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. All three are coming out. The first one is by Lime Crime, and this is the Venus 3 palette. That's all I have to say. This thing is gorgeous. I was blown away by the formula. I was blown away by how it looked on the eyes. Absolutely gorgeous. The shade, I did not use the shade. This is the only shade I didn't use. This shimmery, like, it kind of looks purple, but it's purple pink. I didn't use this one. But the shade Heavenly, I did go ahead and wet my brush when I used it. Oh my god, it looks absolutely beautiful. I did post a look on Instagram when I used this guy, and that's when I used the Hank and Henry lipstick, and I topped it with the Cover FX lip gloss, or shimmer veil. I do have a photo on Instagram. If you're curious, go ahead and check it out. I have my Instagram linked below, as always, in the description box. The next palette in here, and I was kind of a little underwhelmed by it. This is the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary palette. Yeah, I was really underwhelmed again. Like, this was my second time trying this palette and trying to really make it work, and I don't know. I'm not decluttering it, that's for sure, because I love how the palette looks, but I kind of found that all the shades blended in together. They got a little muddy. I don't know. I think I need to spend a little bit more time playing with it. I am gonna take it out. I'm not like really feeling it this time, so I am gonna take it out. And then the last palette in here is the Norvina palette by Anastasia. I really like this one. I do like a lot of Anastasia formulas and eyeshadow palettes. I did use it a couple times. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any problems blending the shades or anything like that. I really liked it, but again, I'm gonna take it out. Okay, so all of these products are coming out. Now let's go ahead and shop my stash for new products, and then we'll come back and put them in here. Okay, so the drawer that's directly below my everyday drawer is my foundations, and this guy is just exploding. There's so many foundations in here now. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna go ahead and bring in is, let's see. I think I'm gonna bring in this guy. This is the CoverGirl True Match, True Blend Matte Made Foundation. I do have the shade M10. I don't know if this is gonna be too light or what. I kind of just bought it at Walmart. So I am gonna bring this guy in. I want to bring in one more. I wonder if I should bring in a foundation that I know, or if I should bring in a foundation that I haven't tested out yet. Kind of really like this guy, like one of my favorite foundations. This is the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. I have the shade C2. I really like this guy. I think I'm gonna bring this guy in. It's definitely a foundation that looks super natural. It looks very dewy, it's light, it's not very heavy foundation, it's light coverage. It can be built up to medium, but that's about it. I really like this guy. Bring it in. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring this guy in. For concealer, I think I'm not gonna bring in the concealer this time around because I really want to finish the Wet n Wild concealer, and I think I want to start using that Tarte Shape Tape. It's been open for a while, so I'm not gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna bring in a concealer, and I'm not gonna bring in any powder foundations. The next drawer down is single blushes. For this week, let's see, what do I want to get? I don't know which eyeshadow palette I'm gonna use, so I kind of want to have some variety in blushes. You know what I want to bring in? I want to bring in this guy. This is by Flower Beauty, and this is the Flower Pots Powder Blush in Warm Hibiscus. I want to go ahead and bring this guy in. I'll swatch it. I'll swatch everything once it's in the drawer for the week. So let's bring that guy in. The next blush in here that I haven't tried yet either is this guy, and this is by Juvia's Place. This is the Serafina blush. So let's bring this guy in. Again, we'll swatch it when we put it in the drawer. I want more blushes. Yes, I want something else. Ooh, I know what else I'm gonna bring in. So I'm not gonna bring in any more single blushes because I do have two palettes that I really wanna bring in. I wanna try out. So the next drawer down is I had to take off the camera off the mount because I couldn't get any good angles. So I am carrying the camera. If it is wobbly, I apologize for that. This drawer has my blush palettes, like just blush palettes. I think what I'm gonna bring in this week is this guy. This is by MAC. There's two blushes in here and a setting powder. So I'm gonna bring those guys in. And I do have something else in mind to bring in for blush. So that's it from this drawer. So in this drawer, I have quite a few of my eyeshadow palettes. It's not all of them, but these are kind of like my high-end eyeshadow palettes. So I know this drawer is a big old mess. I know for a fact that I want to bring in this guy. This is the Persona Identity. Is it Persona Identity? Yeah, the Persona Identity eyeshadow palette. I bought it a while ago and I can't believe I haven't used it yet. So I'm gonna bring that guy in. I'm gonna bring in this guy because I do miss it. This is the Blushing Berries by Dose of Color. I wanna bring that in. And then, what else do I want? I wanna bring in one more. I wonder if I should bring in a high-end one. You know what I didn't give it a really good shot is this guy, Too Faced Chocolate Gold eyeshadow palette. So I am gonna bring this guy in. This next drawer in here has like single eyeshadows, and there are some like trios or quads, like the Wet n Wild ones. What I think I want to bring in, I want to bring in this guy by MAC. This is Last Holidays collection, and what was it called? Having a hard time, my camera's having a really hard time focusing for some reason. So this is what it looks like. I really like this color. It's very different than anything I have. So I'm gonna bring this guy in, and I think that is it. This drawer here has my loose powders and some pressed powders as well. So I did bring in that powder by MAC that was in that palette. So from here, what do I want to bring in? I think I'm gonna try, what do I want to bring in? I think I am gonna go back and use this Rimmel powder, not this one. Actually, let's bring this guy in. I recently picked this guy up it's by Essence. Or I did have a CoverGirl powder in here. I want to bring in this guy by CoverGirl. This is the CG Smoothers, CoverGirl Smoothers, and this guy. Is this the right shade? 10. Yeah. I'm going to bring this guy in. Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and the shade is number 10. Here are my bronzers. I do need some bronzers. I pulled both of the ones that I had out. For bronzers, I think I'm going to bring this guy in. This is by Essence. I recently picked this guy up, and this is the matte bronzing powder, Sun Club. I'm gonna bring this in, and I am going to bring in, what else I want to, ooh, this guy. I recently got this and I haven't played with it yet. The NARS Laguna bronzing powder, in the shade is Laguna. For highlighting palettes, do I want a highlighting palette? Yes, I do. Definitely do. I'm gonna bring this guy in. The MAC Hyper Real Glow. This is the golden one. So I'm gonna bring this guy in. And now, and here we go. Highlighters. The really hard drawer to choose something from. What do I want to bring in? I know I want to bring in this guy. I also got this guy recently and I haven't tried it out yet. This is the NARS highlighter, the Orgasm highlighter, the loose one. I think for a pressed highlighter, what have I not played with yet? Let's bring this guy in. It's the Fenty Beauty, and this is Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. I'm gonna bring those in. This drawer has most of my lipsticks. I'm gonna go ahead and choose some lipsticks off camera because it's gonna be like a nightmare to go through. So I'm gonna choose some off camera and then we'll come back and put them in, or I'll show you what I chose before putting them in my drawer. The next drawer down is some setting sprays. So from here, I think I want to bring in, let's try this guy. I want to bring in this guy. This is the Too Faced Festival Setting Spray, Festival Refresh, the Mystical Effect. It's kind of like a glowy setting spray. I'm going to bring that guy in. I think that is it. This next drawer down is primers, and since I did go ahead and put back, or I will be putting back the Becca primer, I'm going to bring this guy in. They gave me this at the NYX store when I purchased that NYX foundation, so I'm going to bring this guy in. And I want one more primer. I want something dewy, Let's bring this in. I really like this guy when I tried it a long time ago. Okay, in this drawer are like face palettes kind of stuff. From here, what I want to bring in, see, you know, I haven't played with this guy in a long time, the IT Cosmetics, so I'm gonna bring this guy in. Yeah, it's a bronzer, blush, and highlight. Yeah, I haven't played with this guy in a while, so we're gonna bring this guy in. I want to bring in a lot of these CoverGirl items, so I am gonna bring in this CoverGirl eyeshadow palette. I plan to film a full face of CoverGirl, so this CoverGirl palette, I'm gonna bring that guy in. It's a bronzer, blush, and highlight. CoverGirl concealer, I'm gonna bring this guy in. And do I want to bring in that last CoverGirl blush? Yeah, let's bring it in. So a lot of CoverGirl products from here, and I'm gonna bring this guy in. Let me open it real quick and show you what it is. This is the Shiny Pretty Things by MAC, the light one. So I'm gonna bring this in. Here are some more eyeshadow palettes, but I think I have plenty of eyeshadow palettes, so I'm not bringing in anything from here or from here. So let's put everything back and I'll come back and show you what the door looks like. Okay, so I did go ahead and put everything back in here. I did put all the powders in here, all my the bronzer, This is the NARS bronzer. This is the loose highlighter, the NARS Orgasm Loose Highlighter. The Fenty highlighter, which is this guy. It still has the thingy on it. So I put this guy in. Also the Essence bronzer. In this here, I did put in the Juvia's Place blush, the Serafina shade. This is what that looks like. I don't know if I should be swatching things or not. That's that. The other blush that I put in by CoverGirl is this guy. This looks so like neutral. I hope I enjoy it. It's not very pigmented. Okay, and then the other blush in here is the one by Flower Beauty, and this is the Warm Hibiscus blush. It looks so pretty, like duochrome kind of thing. Oh man, I think that's gonna be too light for my skin tone. Let's try it again. Yeah, this might be a blush topper on me, not a blush by itself. So that's that. The one thing I'm not gonna go ahead and put in is this guy, because I did put in a lot of palettes. Let me go ahead and show you the palettes that I did put in. This is the one by MAC, the Shiny Pretty Things. Again, this is the light one. It is bronzer, blush, and highlight. The eyeshadow palette in here is the Blushing Berries by Dose of Color. This is what that looks like. I really, really like this palette. It's so like perfect for fall. The face palette that I put in by CoverGirl is that peachy one, Peach Punch. It is a blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer, blush, highlighter. I will be filming a full face of CoverGirl. It will be up next Friday if you're interested. This is the palette by IT Cosmetics, the, what is that called? Live, Love, Laugh, Vitality Face Disc. I really like this guy. This bronzer looks very, you can contour basically or bronze with it. The blush is really pretty. The highlight is very pretty. Okay, I put a lot of stuff in because it's 2 weeks. The Hyper Real Glow by MAC. This is what that looks like. Really pretty highlighters. Very appropriate for medium to dark skin tone. The Persona Identity Palette. I can't believe I haven't used it yet. So that's coming in here. The CoverGirl Chocolate True Naked Chocoholic palette. This looks really, really pretty. I wonder if it's going to be comparable to this guy, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold, or the Gold Bar, or whatever it's called, Chocolate Gold Bar. So that's that. And for lips, the ones that I did choose are these guys. I went with a little bit of nudie and then of course some reds. The nude ones I picked up Alyssa Ashley, the e.l.f. Alyssa Ashley lip gloss. I picked out the NYX Liquid Suede, and this is in the shade soft, I think soft spoken. Yes, soft spoken. I picked out L'Oreal Infallible Lip Paints. Lip Topper by e.l.f. The Pow Perfector. This guy is so pretty. I'll swatch all of them in a second and show them to you. I picked out the Rimmel Kate lipstick, and this is in the shade Kiss of Life. A lip topper by Laura Geller. This looks so pretty. I kept the Tarte in here, Tarte's lip paint, and a NYX lipstick, and the shade is Doll. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them all, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. So I did swatch these lipsticks, and let's go through them. The first one is the e.l.f. Alyssa Ashley. The second one is NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken. That's this guy over here. The third one is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints. The shade is 312 Nude Star. That's this one over here. Next one is the e.l.f. lip pout or pout perfector. It's kind of like a lip topper. That's what that looks like. Sparkly. Looks really beautiful on the lips. Next to it is the NYX lipstick, and this is the shade Doll. Next to that is Laura Geller Color Luster lip gloss, and the shade is Amethyst Glaze. And then the last one is the Rimmel Kate and the shade is Kiss of Life. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Here's what everything looks like right now. It probably was a mess of a video. I had a lot of products, but these are gonna be every 2 weeks instead of every week. I hope you enjoy them, and if you have any questions about any of these products, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.